Warning! Graphic pest control video ahead. Do not watch if you might be offended. If, however, you really like watching pest control videos, then hello again and welcome to the Squirrel Hunter channel. Please continue and watch us as we control pest populations with silenced air rifles here in the UK. It's Bro on a solo mission today, one of our little woods we go to. Already got a squirrel on the ground. There he is in the circle. As you look to the left in a second or two, another one comes romping in. It's quite difficult to see. There he is in that circle. He's using his old camera, which I must apologise for. It's pretty rubbish really. He's got a new one now, but this is some old footage, which I wanted to use up before I get onto the better stuff. I don't think he's got his rifle set up properly at the moment. I think he's came there, got his camera set up. I think these squirrels come out and taunted him early on. I can imagine him being quite annoyed by that. As you see, the camera's in quite low light conditions, doesn't perform very well. It's not very good at all really. This one's jumped back off the feeder, disappeared off. That's more like it. See the rifle waving around in view. There's one on top of the feeder there. He's having a good look at it. We're not sure if he's got his scope cam on. He might have had another failure, I don't know. He's trying to track it. He's waiting for it to come down to the shelf and just about make it out there. He's having a think about it. Eventually there it is. If you can't see it. He's going to line up on it now. There's another squirrel up the tree to the right there, which he didn't see. This camera view tends to reveal a lot more. See the squirrel in front of him there running around. Like I said before, it's only a small wood. And there are quite a lot of squirrels in this place. You clear it out, and they come back from somewhere. There we are. He just dropped that one off the feeder. No sound, which I'm afraid to say is another symptom of this rubbish old camera of his. But he dropped it to the floor. He's there primarily to do that and not film. So well done for the first shot, bro. We got one on the deck. Quite happy with that. A few kicks, and it's all over for that one. As you can see, it's lightened up. Another squirrel's caught his attention. The scope cam is on this time. He's got to line up on it. Can you guess where it is yet? That's the question. It's there somewhere. If you can see, it's down the bottom there, in that circle. He's just going to wait for it to sit still. He's decided he's turned the camera on. He's going to track it. It's gone up onto the branch to the right there. This one's quite nervous of the one on the floor, but that's fine. Just needed to sit still long enough to take a shot. By the way he's fidgeting, it looks like he's going to. Good impact there. Good headshot. Knocked it straight to the ground. Not an awful lot of movement of this one. I do wonder if some of them ones where you shoot them quartering towards you, whether the pellet goes in and severs the spinal column a bit, or does damage to the nervous system. There's not a lot of movement, and that's number 2 on the ground. There's number 3 wandering across the floor. He's had a sniff at the one. The first one he shot. Now it's heading towards the feeder. There we are. Bro's picked it up with his scope cam. It looks like it's going to feed. Which is just what we want, really. That's a tempter, isn't it? You see the head movements. This isn't a game, this is real life. And that's a living creature. We don't just shoot as soon as we get the crosshairs on their head, because you might miss or wound. We'll wait till they sit up like that. And try to get a good headshot in. We don't want them to get away, and we don't want to wound them. This one's doing a few kicks on the ground, which is very often normal. But he's still tracking it just to be on the safe side. Now that type of head movement is something that requires a second shot. Yeah, it's quite a long wait on this one, so I sped it up. Save you the hassle of watching it. He spotted the squirrel. It's in that circle somewhere. Base of that tree. Quite a nervous one by the look of it, I think. He's got the gun up. He's tracking it. He's watching it in the scope cam. And you'll press record in a minute, and you'll get a better picture. You can see what he can see. Just about see the movement there. There he is. It's quite a tentative squirrel, this one. It's decided it's going to make its move. Here Bro uses his experience, and as he tracks it, he gets a sight picture he likes the look of. Straight on shot, and it's frozen looking at him. Nice and still. So he takes a straight on shot. Learn after a while when you can take the shots. That one wasn't moving its head around an awful lot, wasn't agitated, just being very careful, stopping and looking. Which is usual squirrel behaviour in response to perceived danger or threat, is to freeze and look for it, which plays right into our hands really. A bit more long-winded footage I've sped up for you. This one sat on the feeder. I do believe Bro's failed to turn his camera on. He's watching it through the scope. I'm going to take a shot in a minute. Just there, drops it clean to the ground. Looks like another good head impact there. Bit of a shame he didn't have the scope come on, but never mind. We've got another squirrel on the deck. Like I said before, that's what we're here for. A few kicks out of that one. Pretty much all over. So not doing too badly today. This is quite a tiny wood, like I said before. Do wonder where they keep coming from. Another bit of footage. There's the one on the floor. He's watched it come in. He's looking at the other ones. And this time he will get the scope camera working. There we have it. You can see it a bit better now. The one that was in that circle. It's feeding on some stuff on the floor. He's contemplating the shot. As you can see, this one's feeding quite happily on the floor. It doesn't really matter where you shoot them. For this calm, as soon as they present a decent shot, you very often take it. This one sticks his head up in the air. He gets a pellet to the back of it. Isn't normally a viable shot from the back when they're sat feeding. But that one, for some reason, stretched its head right up. And Bro was on cue there, ready to take the shot. The shot was good. Let's drop that one cleanly. A few nervous twitches. Always pays to watch just in case. And that sort of movement. It's only nerves. As the body shuts down. Never knew what hit it, never felt a thing. Anyway, that's the last of his squirrels for the day. So he goes. A bit of the filming process he's got himself doing. There's the Elmer Fudd hat on, in case his baldy head gets cold. We want him to catch a head cold, would we? Sitting in the hide in the winter months for hours on end, waiting for squirrels, is quite a cold endeavour. You see Bro's wrapped himself up nice and warm there, to be comfortable while he's sat waiting. So it wasn't too bad a day today for him, even though it's a small wood. And there they all are. You can see the view he just got from his camcorder. You saw him film it. That's that one that took the 2 shots. The rest of them only took 1. Which is what we want, really. Let's have a closer look. All pretty much punched holes into the brain. 2-2 Webley power pal doing the business. They do bleed out well from a shot to the head. That one's a little bit low. That might be the one that took the second shot, I don't know. It's pretty much messed up as well. That's the nature of the beast. If you're going to shoot something in the head, you're going to get it to bleed. There's a nice stack of squirrels from such a small wood. Good shooting, Bro. If you have any questions, can you please check the description below first to see if it's already been answered and for some useful links. Thank you. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please like and subscribe.